On October 9th, 2022 at around 6:31 p.m., police found the body of 54-year-old James Orlando Harris in Portland, Oregon. Police had been called out with a report of, quote, suspicious circumstances, and that's when they found James's body in a sleeping bag that had been dumped in some bushes off the highway. Autopsy report shows that he died after suffering a hammer blow to the head and being strangled with a dog leash. The autopsy report further said that he had been killed on October 4th. Remember, they didn't even find him till October 9th. Who could have done this? Well, for that answer, let's go back a bit. But before we do that, welcome lambs, welcome new lambs to Love and Murder, the Wednesday mini edition. Before we begin, hi, I'm Kai, and this episode and all my episodes are sponsored by my lambs in Patreon, patreon.com/Love and Murder. If you want to be a sponsor and help us bring you more episodes, better episodes, and everything like that, then head on over to patreon.com/Love and Murder and become an exclusive lamb. So let's get back to this episode. Now, like I said, we were going to rewind back a little bit and let you know that on October 5th, 2024, Zachary Hackman had gone on vacation with his girlfriend's family. His girlfriend at that time was Lara Jean Harris. When he got back from that vacation, Lara Jean, who is James Orlando Harris's daughter, had also just come back from a concert out of town when she received a call from Zach, who also went by the alias of Zach Call. I don't know. Maybe that was his social media handle. I hope he didn't have people in real life calling him Zach Call. But anyway, he also called himself Zach Call. So he called Lara Jean to come and help him clean out some trash. She helped him. And once she was finished helping him, Zach told her what he'd done. He said he murdered her father and she just helped him to move the body. Even though she just found out what happened, she never called the police. Someone, however, did call the police. Remember that report of suspicious circumstances? Well, the circumstances were actually not even related to this case. So it was kind of surprising when the police went over there and came across James's body. At first, the investigation was for a suspicious death circumstance, but after the medical examiner's report of, quote, died by homicidal violence, that's when the investigation turned to homicide. So now police are investigating, and when Zachary was interviewed by police, he told police that he had no recollection of anything unusual taking place before his girlfriend's father went missing. I don't know what you're talking about, officer. I have no idea what happened. Yeah, well, later during the investigation, Zachary was caught on surveillance camera covering James's kitchen window with a towel on the day of the murder. Surveillance video also captured him and Lara Jean carrying a heavy container to Lara Jean's car. So when she was brought in for questioning, she said that, look, I really honestly had no idea that I was helping Zachary dispose of my father's body or dispose of any evidence of the murder. I literally just thought I was helping him clean out some trash like he called me to ask. And she told them that literally only after I finished helping him load everything up did he tell me what I had just done. And the reason I didn't call the police was I was scared of him. I mean, he just murdered my father and just calmly went on vacation with my family and then told me to come clean up some trash. What do you think he would do to me? So she said she never called police because she feared him. And so she never ended up being charged. However, on October 23rd, 2023, Zachary was arrested and charged with second-degree murder, unlawful use of a weapon, and abuse of a corpse. On May 13, 2024, following a plea agreement, a judge sentenced him to 17 years in prison for first-degree manslaughter and 2 years for abuse of a corpse in the second degree. So he basically got 19 years in prison, and currently he's 24 years old. So he's not getting out till he's like 43 years old. I mean, he still has a good life left ahead of him at 43. I don't think that's a good enough. You murdered somebody in cold blood. Then you went on vacation, chilled with the family. Then you tricked his daughter into helping you dispose of his body. Just 19 years? That's it? And why would you call it manslaughter and not murder? I don't understand, but I guess that was the plea deal, which the plea deal for what? You caught him. He's on surveillance footage. You found a body. You found everything. I don't understand why you needed a plea deal. Plea deals are usually like, if you help us find a body, or if you show us where the bodies are buried, we'll give you, we won't give you the death sentence. We'll give you life. I don't understand why he needed a plea deal. In addition to his 19 years, when he does get out, he will serve 3 years of post-prison supervision. So he's still 46. By the time everything is said and done, still a long life to lead. So I don't know how much justice was served, unless this is what the daughter wanted. If this is what the family wanted, then who am I to say anything? But to this day, Zachary has never given a motive for the murder. What do y'all think about that? And as usual, you can find pictures and extras in my Patreon. If you didn't listen to Sunday's episode, oh my God, you need to go back and listen to that episode. I'll put the link in the show notes below. The only reason I'm bringing that up is because for the Patreon, I had pictures in there. I had so many videos that you cannot miss of this episode. Oh my God. So that episode from Sunday was the case of Gregory Green, a man who murdered his family not once, but twice. That episode was freaking crazy. And some of the extras that I have in the Patreon is extra video of the trial, video of his pastor speaking up for him, them talking to Faith Green. I had a bunch of videos in there. So that's kind of also the extras you get in Patreon. So you get extras of, if any episode has extras, so like court footage, court paperwork, court documents, stuff like that, you get that in the Patreon. Patreon.com/loveandmurder. But either way, if you just want to listen to that episode, I have the link in the show notes below, so you can go ahead and click on that to listen to that insane episode. He killed his family not once, but twice. I know you're asking, how could that be possible? But you gotta listen to that episode. Anyway, that is all I have for you in this midweek mini. What did you think about the sentence that was handed out? Like, I just don't understand why they labeled it manslaughter. I don't understand why there was a plea deal. There's so much I don't understand in this. And he murdered this girl's father. And then like, he's not telling anybody why. And to me, even though he's in prison for 17 years or 19 years, it feels like a slap on the wrist. So I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know those in the comments below. Don't forget to share this episode. This week, we are sharing it with your mom. So just like yesterday, I'm telling you to share this episode. Go ahead and hit that share icon on whatever platform you're on and share this episode with your mom. Let me know what she has to say about this episode also in the comments below. And other than that, I will see you in the next episode. Bye.